Hello and welcome to part 22 of my Dragonball Z Legendary Super Warriors Let's Play. This time it's Goten vs Trunks. You'll notice that both of the kids are not in their Super Saiyan forms. It is actually possible later on to try and attempt this with Super Saiyan Goten form, in which case Trunks will simply say a quote about the fact that they're not supposed to be in the Super Saiyan mode, but they still continue the fight. Funnily enough, if you try and do the same fight again, but you pick someone that shouldn't even be there, for example Frieza, Cell or Boo or anyone else, then you get a completely different quote as well, saying that Trunks says that it should have been Goten there. But they'll still continue the fight. The only thing is, obviously, if you don't pick Goten, then they are disqualified from the match, and Trunks wins by default. In fact, you could say this is one of the only missions in the story mode that you can actually lose and the story will still continue. Of course, the fact that this is simply like a bonus fight and not an actual integral part of the story reflects that. This one is meant to be just like a friendly game. So yeah, if you do lose, then you get the scenario where Trunks wins and Trunks fights Hercule. So you get a few different dialogue changes there. I mean, obviously this isn't something on the same level as Mass Effect. I mean, this was only in the year 2002, so you didn't really have that many choices in video games back then. Especially not from a Dragon Ball Z one anyway. Although some of the games do give you a lot more freedom than the earlier ones did. But I digress, let's continue with the match. So here I'm using the 6-stage tech to gain some CC and I'm whittling down Trunks' HP. At the moment I've not got that many good attacks. Goten obviously has the Kamehameha attack, so hopefully I'll save up for that and attack him with that. And of course we're fighting in the place where the Tenkaichi Buraki is held. Of course it's a completely different place to where the Dragon Ball tournaments used to be, but it's nice that they decided to bring that back in the TV show. I did enjoy the tournaments, and it's a bit of a shame that the tournament in the Boo Saga gets cut short due to, well, you'll see later. But it's nice that they brought it back anyway. And of course in the video games you can always do the tournament mode, even in the NES games actually, and sometimes Cell games as well, which is quite cool in my opinion. I like those kind of extra modes that you can try. Right, now I'm charging up. You'll notice that I have my after image implemented, so I will be able to block attacks more easily. And that's my attack turn over. Now it's Trunks' turn to attack. As you'll probably notice that Trunks is wearing a purple outfit in this game, again due to the limitations in the colour palette. He's coming closer to me now. Obviously I'm using the CC fridge for more of that precious CC power. Capsule Corpse power. Turn 4, and already my health is going below 85 or so. It's time to pull off a Kamehameha. May your aim be true, and may the odds be ever in your favour. Okay, that's done some damage, and it's taken Trunks down to about half health. So that's half the battle already won so far. Okay, so now Trunks is going to attack, so let's wait and see what he does. And he's charging up. Okay. Goten and Trunks are quite funny characters. I like the kind of silly things they do in the TV show, playing pranks and stuff. And also in some of the other things like the movies. For example, the latest movie Battle of Gods, and also his antics in the movie about the Bio Broly. It wasn't as good as the other films, but it was okay. I've seen worse films than that, to be honest. I'm taking Trunks' health down quite a bit. He's on about 35%. Looks like he's going to try and unleash a few special attacks on me in the very near future. So I'm going to have to prepare for that somehow. And that would usually involve Kibito and Champ Belt, but they're quite expensive and I don't think I've got those in my hand at the moment, so it'll be a bit tricky to try and stop his attacks. Okay, what do I have? I do have a Kibito after all. Okay, let's charge up and let's try and get some more CC back. I'm getting CC back. The mother fighters don't know how to act. Alright, Trunks is using Full Spirit, which increases his strength of his key abilities. I've actually still got some figurines of Goten and Trunks, and I've also got one of Buu Saga Vegeta as well. Yeah, I got those a while back. Never got a Raditz one though. And Trunks is using Flash Punch. That's going to be quite painful. In the meantime, I'm trying to heal with Life Preserver. Okay, so that has done some damage after which didn't work, and I'm down to about 35% health. This is going to be a bit trickier than I thought. I thought I was going to win this one dead easily, but as you know, Kid Goten and Trunks both have low amounts of health, as they're only kids. Compare that with the Super Saiyan forms, which get more health and stronger key attacks. Alright, I'm in the air and Trunks is on the ground. Going back to health, I'd say that Cell Jr. and the androids don't really have a lot of health either, but then they're a different story. Okay, activating another fridge, and Trunks is using Burning Attack. This might actually do quite a lot of damage. Let's see what happens here. Alright, Gohan has lost. That means I'll lose the battle, so naturally I'm going to cut to a scene when I win. Yay, I won. And that's the magic of video editing. Okay, so there's the Flash Punch, which is the move that Trunks uses, and only Kid Trunks. Okay, so Trunks lost, and the announcer is announcing another match between Goten and Hercule. Hercule's telling Goten about a special game greeting, which involves placing your hand against the opponent very lightly. Because obviously Hercule doesn't want to get hurt. So the match begins, Goten does the greeting, and Hercule flies off into the distance. Out of the ring, flawless KO. So apparently Goten wins, but of course all the crowd thinks that Hercule's just being nice. Anyway, it's time for the main tournament, and there's some interesting guys. There's Kai and Kibito, and there's Yamu and Spopovich. Piccolo was going to fight against Kai, but he could feel Kai's immense power and stopped. You could almost say he felt Kai's ki, which is a bad pun. Vida lost to Spopovich, and Gohan is fighting against Kibito. But Gohan doesn't want to release his Super Saiyan form, but Kibito and Kai both demand turning Super Saiyan. Even Piccolo asks him to do it, and Gohan says there's no choice. It's the end of his school life. Alright, so then Gohan turns Super Saiyan. And now Yamu and Spopovich are going to absorb Gohan's power using the Margin Energy Absorber. You can actually use it as an item, although it's not great considering how much CC you spend. Kibito says it's okay. He serves Supreme Kai, as in the king of all the Kais. He's the god of the Kaio. There can only be one Lord of the Kais. He's going to explain it later. Videl wants to come as well. It's a good thing she could fly. Story 23, Dark Mastermind, Evil Master Babidi. Time to meet Babidi. Okay, so there's this evil guy called Babidi who came on Earth, and he's trying to revive Majin Buu, who is a very evil form of energy. And he is pink. Very pink. They tried to use Gohan as bait to lure Babidi, and it worked. So now they're trying to stop Babidi. Kibito and Kai are the good guys, of course. Even though we don't know it at the time. So anyway, you get to another map point, and here you can chat with some of your friends. Gohan wonders if they're getting close to Babidi's hideout. Kibito says that evil's not been revived yet, so obviously that's a good thing. And Goku's talking about the fact that they found Babidi's ship, which is over there. Now he's talking to Piccolo. Gohan looks fine, which is obviously good. It's good to look fine. And Kai's apologising for having to lie. And now he's talking to Krillin. Something terrible seems to be afoot. I saw Vegeta going that way. And if you go up here, you'll find Vegeta in the bushes. Gohan says we'll get found if we move around too much, so everyone hunkers down. And Supreme Kai says their ship was hidden. Piccolo wants to fight them, but obviously we don't know whether that's possible. Someone's coming out of the ship, and it's Deborah, who's the king of the devils, king of the dark world. For now, at least. But look, a figure appears. The little one happens to be Babidi himself, the evil mastermind. Yamu and Spopovich get blown away, since they're obviously of no use anymore. And Deborah appears. He blew up Kibito and he throws Krillin and Piccolo into statues. The other guys know it's a trap, but obviously they can't just let their friends remain in statues forever, so they're going to try and beat Deborah. First off, Vegeta fights against Pui Pui, but it's obviously quite a quick fight because Vegeta's done energy training and Goku beat Yakon, the energy absorber. But then something strange happens to Vegeta. Babidi finds the evil deep within Vegeta's soul and he takes control of him. And they teleport him to the Grand Battle Arena. And Vegeta begins to destroy the arena because he wants Goku to fight him. Fight me now if you dare! Supreme Kai warns them that it's a trap, but they don't listen to his warnings. So Goku and Vegeta head off to a secluded part of the world where the fighting starts. In the meantime, Supreme Kai and Gohan are going to try and stop Boo and Babidi. Is it even possible? Vegeta only has eyes for Goku and won't kill anyone else. He's rejecting Babidi's orders. He will only fight Kakarot. Gohan says it's a shame that the only day they had together was wasted. What a waste. Goku wants to finish this off quickly. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.